for Jack Mack.
Thank you, sir. Stop having so much energy, Michael. I'm the fucking opposite. So yeah, we all just got through the holidays. Oh, nice, you guys are here. You can see the exact same set I did. And now so yeah, we all just got through the holidays. That's kind of fun. Not really. But I'm like the cousin of the family that likes to go take a long walk before we start dinner. But sometimes I get a little too high, and then I start getting paranoid, thinking my family's gonna intervene on me and fucking call me out on my weed smoking. But then I remember my cousin's a pillhead, so I'm always safe. I do find it a bit ironic that like my aunt, who in high school was telling me I was going to end up homeless for smoking a joint, is now asking me what the best brand of gummies is. It's a little fun family stuff. But you know, speaking of family stuff, I recently got some terrible news, some bad news. My parents' housekeeper just got deported. I know, terrible. Now my parents are doing all this work of looking for a new housekeeper. You know, and it looks like they're going to have to hire some sort of American citizen, pay them some sort of livable wage. You know, if my parents have to do that, they'll have to take one less vacation per year. I mean, we're all making sacrifices under Trump's economy. Speaking of recent things, recently I heard that guys who are homophobic and use homophobic slurs are secretly closeted homosexuals themselves. You heard this? Well, I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but you know, ever since I've heard that, I started to think that, I don't know, I might be a closeted black guy. No, do you think that works the same? Anyways, do a little bit lighter note here. You see, that's the pothead in me. Dry mouth. Great for performance. But yeah, so food trucks. You guys notice there's a lot of food trucks around town. Me personally, I'm not into food trucks. I don't really like eating food served out of the back of a rusty vehicle. But what's even more curious to me is food truck parks. You know, they're big down in Texas. Austin, Texas got a ton of them. It's kind of like the trailer park equivalent of a restaurant. You know, it's sort of like somebody walked into a mall food court and looked around and said, "Oh, I love all these delicious culinary options, but it's a little too highbrow for me. You know, I wish I could have this same culinary experience in a more trailer park setting." You know, well, you're in luck, my friend. You just go to a food truck trailer park. Anyways, speaking of sayings I mentioned earlier, do you know that there are some guys out there that think a woman's place is in the kitchen? That's ridiculous. My kitchen is filled with knives. That's dangerous to let my girlfriend around a bunch of knives. So I keep my girlfriend locked in the bedroom. Yeah, but it's okay, because my bedroom is attached to the bathroom. So my girlfriend no longer has an excuse to poop the bed. My girlfriend is Amber Heard, if you didn't know. Couldn't tell. Anyways, something I've kind of like noticed, kind of on and off, is you notice that like there's a lot of depictions of the sun with a face on it. You know, like sun emojis with a face. Does that mean that every time there's an eclipse, the sun is doing blackface? Think that? I don't know. Hashtag cancel the sun. I'll leave you with one more real quick one here, since we're having fun with all these sayings. You know how like they say that guys that drive exotic sports cars and lifted trucks are have tiny little micro penises? Does that mean that dudes who drive shitbox beaters are packing fat hogs? Yeah. You think that works? Nice. Cool. Well, anyways, if there's any ladies that would like to ride home after the show, I do drive a lifted Lamborghini. Okay, thanks, that's my time.